I hate women, and I'm never gonna get a job. Now I'm free. I have to do that. I'm gonna do that in the beginning of most of my streams now, just to make sure that I want to put a wrench in any attempt to be appealing to women, because I can't win, and I'm tired, and I just don't want to be swayed by that foolishness anymore. I give up. I give up. All right. All right. So now what? So I want to use my desire to impress my ex. I want to use my desire to impress my ex to do what I want, rather than that desire to be channeled to anything geared towards getting a job. I know the typical thing, the manly thing, is to use your lust to try to get a job and win the hand of the maiden in the castle. But the maiden in the castle has already been fucked by like 50 dicks, and the maiden in the castle, you know, took me to court and ganked my stuff. And so I don't want the maiden in the castle. I don't even want the maiden in the castle. I don't think the maiden in the castle can have kids anymore either. So this one, I don't know, whatever it is, this is not knight in shining armor exactly anyway. And so let's just do some low life shit. I want to give up. I want to be free of my my lust. Nobody cares, but I'm going to say some weird personal shit. A long time ago, when I was 27 and I was cute. When I was 27, I was a handsome, cute guy, kind of. And, well, cuter than I am now. I'm not cute anymore, but when I was 27, I was kind of cute. And there was a harlot. There was a harlot. What's a harlot anyway? Anyway, there was this woman who was married. She was married, and she was trying to cheat on her married husband, who paid all of her bills. And she didn't tell me she was married, but she said she wanted to have sex with me, and I was like, I don't know. And get the point. Anyway, she took me to this meditation hut. She was really into like Buddhism, so she took me to some meditation hut in Ukiah with all these Buddhists who hang out in the mountains. And these guys would bring like offerings to the Buddhist monks. And so there's this Buddhist monk like cutting food down in the kitchen of the meditation hut, and the harlot, the harlot who dragged me there, who was in my graduate program, she brought food to the meditation guy, the meditator, and he was making food, and she said something like, "Oh, this is me and my friend." She pointed to me, and we said, we so like the meditators. We really like Buddhism. We're really interested in this Buddhism thing. And then the meditation guy, he was cutting something on a knife, and he looked at this woman who was with me, and he said, "Oh, really? Is that right? Great." And basically, like, he was holding the knife at her, and he was being nice. He was saying, "Oh, I'm so pleased that you like our meditation thing. Have a seat." But like, really, his voice sounded nice. Body language was like, "Back off, harlot." He wanted women off his mind. You could tell he was like an old, frumpy, just. He's like me. He has these like chicken arms and stuff, and he has like these chicken legs, and he's like just not what women want. His whole life was like, you have some like ugly, feeble, like crippled weakling stuff that like is just something about you is just repellent to women. And he's just, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I just want peace. I just want peace. And he was tired of like, he probably chased pussy in all sorts of embarrassing, humiliating fashions throughout his adult life. And he's just like, I just want to go back to some childlike state of like, just, you know, hanging out, doing like meditation hut games and playing patty cake with the other monks and stuff. And so he was just basically like, just put the food on the table, but I don't want to think about. So what's the point? Just I sympathize with the meditation hut people who are like, I've failed to impregnate or even attract women lately, and so I just want to give up. So it's not their fault. It's not their fault. I just have to get them off my mind. I can do it. But it's weird because it's kind of like that's also what makes kind of the world go round to some degree. Like there's a lot of energy. There's just, I keep talking about this thing, but I've been thinking about how women are like matter. Women are like matter, and men are like energy in terms of physics. Women have attraction. They tend to be inert, and men are valued by their ability to do work. There's so many parallels to that. But basically, like, you can use your lust to like get yourself to do stuff, but I think like I don't want to get the lust to use me. The real men of the world, the type of men that the provider men that women are trying to find, they want to deviate their lust to the service of women, because I guess they haven't been like cheated on and stuff, and so they see that as like, I'm gonna be her valiant savior or something like that, and that's cool. But if you've already been like stabbed in the back and you had a mom that basically cheated on your dad and just treated him like a fucking slave and then cast him away like a black widow spider, and you've seen other women do that to you, it's hard to look at the woman as like a damsel in distress. There's more of like this, back off, harlot. And so what's the point? I'm corrupted beyond, there's no way for me to ever look at women as like, I can't see them as a damsel in distress, and I can't see myself as a valiant, strong person. It just, I have to see myself as this crippled, like, get away from me, everybody leave me alone. And so that's what I can do. Even men, just I kind of hate everybody. And so I think I'm just going to go into isolation. I'm just going to do this kind of one-way communication thing. It's not personal, but it's just the only way I can really seem to function. If I try to go beyond that, I can't handle it. And so anyway, so if anybody's watching, you shouldn't watch me. You shouldn't watch me. You should not settle for one-way communication. But I have to do this for my own survival. But I'll just say every video, like, you shouldn't watch this. Me making these videos doesn't necessitate anybody watching it. But if you're watching it, you know, there's better things to watch out there. Anyway, but I want to use the YouTube. I don't want to let the YouTube use me. Just like I want to use my lust. I don't want the lust to use me.